There is something so amazing about JRPGs, but what makes a JRPG a masterpiece? In today's video I'll go through 10 JRPGs that myself and fans alike consider masterpieces, and why these games are so beloved. But without further ado, let's get into the video. I could have put a few different Final Fantasies here, Final Fantasy 4, 7 or even 9, but I've gone for Final Fantasy 6 for a number of reasons, and what a game this is to kick off the list. The narrative is rich and complex, featuring a world that transitions from a high-tech empire to a post-apocalyptic setting. The plot twists, especially the destruction of the world, are memorable and impactful. FF6 boasts a large cast of characters, each with unique backstories and abilities. This depth allows players to connect with the characters on a personal level. The game introduces a Magicite system which allowed characters to learn spells and abilities from magical stones. This added a layer of strategy and customization that was ahead of its time. The main antagonist is one of the most unhinged and memorable villains in video game history. His chaotic nature and ultimate success in destroying the world sets him apart from other villains. These elements have all combined to make Final Fantasy VI a standout title in the Final Fantasy series. Now this is another game from my Dreamcast days in Granda II, and it's often considered a masterpiece for several reasons. The game features a compelling narrative that follows a mercenary in his journey with a diverse cast of characters. The story is filled with twists, emotional moments and a blend of humour and seriousness. The characters in Granda II are well developed and endearing, and the battle system is one of the game's standout features. It combines turn-based mechanics with real-time elements, allowing for strategic positioning and timing. The ability to cancel enemy attacks adds a layer of depth and strategy to the game. For its time, Granda II had impressive graphics and a distinctive art style. The environments are colourful and imaginative, contributing to the game's adventurous feel. The game excels in creating a vivid and immersive world. The detailed environments and lore-rich world building makes the game feel like a grand adventure that everyone should check out at least once in their lifetime. Just like Final Fantasy, I could have gone for number 2 or 3 as well, but for me the story in Zen Blade Chronicles 1 takes the trophy. The game has received a significant graphical overhaul, making the environments and characters more vibrant and detailed. The visual upgrade brings the world of Bionis and Mechonis to life in stunning HD. The setting of Zen Blade Chronicles is unique and imaginative, with the entire game taking place on the bodies of 2 massive titans. This creates a diverse and awe-inspiring world filled with varied landscapes, from dense forests to frozen wastelands. The narrative is both epic and emotional, following Shulk and his friends as they seek revenge and uncover deeper mysteries. The story is filled with twists and turns, making it a compelling journey from start to finish. The game features a cast of well-developed characters, each with their unique personalities, and their interactions grow throughout the game adds depth to the overall experience. The real-time combat system is dynamic and strategic, allowing players to control different characters and utilise their abilities. The definitive edition includes a new epilogue called Future Connected, which adds more content and extends the story beyond the original game's ending. These elements all come together to create a game that's not only visually amazing but also narratively compelling. It's very engaging and very memorable, and it's well deserving that masterpiece tag. This was a tough one to nail down because in my opinion Persona 3 Reload and Persona 4 Golden are also masterpieces, but for this video I've gone for Persona 5 Royal. Royal also introduces new gameplay mechanics such as the grappling hook, which adds more exploration options, and the combat system is slightly refined with new abilities and rebalanced mechanics. The game features a diverse cast of characters, each with their own unique backstories and personalities, which you learn more about as the game progresses. The music is a standout feature as well, and the soundtrack blends various genres and perfectly complements the game's themes and atmosphere. Persona 5 Royal also includes numerous quality of life enhancements such as more save points, better pacing and additional content that enriches the overall experience. If you haven't played a Persona game yet, this is definitely the most friendly entry point into the series. Zen Gears is often regarded as a masterpiece for several reasons. The narrative is intricate and thought-provoking, exploring themes of identity, religion and philosophy. It draws inspiration from various sources including psychology and classic literature, making it a rich and engaging experience. The game features a diverse cast of characters with very interesting backstories and development arcs. Zen Gears combines traditional turn-based combat with real-time elements. The game also introduces mech battles, adding a layer of strategy and variety to the gameplay. For its time, Zen Gears had impressive graphics and a distinctive art style. The use of 2D sprites and 3D environments was innovative and visually appealing for the time. The game delves into complex themes and ideas, often challenging players to think deeply about the story and characters. This depth sets it apart from many other JRPGs for the time. These elements all come together to create a game that's not only engaging and fun to play, but also leaves a lasting impression on anyone who's ever played the game. Now, there's no surprise that Chrono Trigger has been hailed as a masterpiece. The game features a complex and engaging narrative that involves time travel, allowing players to explore different eras and see how their actions affect the future. This mechanic was groundbreaking at the time and added a unique layer of depth to the story. The cast of characters are diverse and well developed, each with their own backstories and motivations, and Chrono Trigger introduced the active time battle system, which combines turn-based and real-time elements. The ability to perform combo attacks with multiple characters added depth to battles. The game features multiple endings based on the player choices and actions throughout the story. This encourages replayability and gives players a sense of agency in shaping the narrative. The game's art design, designed by Akira Toriyama, is vibrant and distinctive. The detailed sprites and imaginative environments have aged remarkably well. And the soundtrack is one of the most celebrated aspects of the game. The soundtrack enhances the emotional and atmospheric elements of the story. Chrono Trigger has had a lasting influence on the JRPG genre and is frequently cited as one of the greatest video games of all time. Its innovative mechanics and storytelling has inspired countless other games, and if you haven't played it yet, I highly recommend it. Now, this is one from the Dreamcast days and skies of Arcadia. The game features a vast open world environment set in the skies with floating islands and airships. The vertical exploration is quite unique and adds a sense of adventure and discovery. The story of the game is filled with twists, emotional moments and a sense of grand adventure. The characters are well developed and endearing. You've got Vice, Aker and Fina along with the rest of the crew, and they have distinct personalities and backstories that resonate with yourself as you play through the game. One of the game's unique features is its ship battles. These strategic encounters add depth to the gameplay and are visually very impressive for the time. The game excels in creating a vivid and immersive world. The changing skies, diverse environments and detailed cities contribute to a very rich atmosphere. The music in the skies of Arcadia is highly praised for enhancing the emotional and adventurous aspects of the game. The game's art direction with its colourful and imaginative design has aged well and continues to be appreciated by fans alike. These elements all come together to create a game that's not only fun to play but also leaves a lasting impression. And if you haven't played Skies of Arcadia, definitely find a way to give this a go. I feel like mixing it up a bit and swapping out wizards and teen heroes for Japanese gangsters. Now, there are a number of fantastic entries in the Yakuza series, but I feel Kiwami 1, which is a full remake of the first game that initially released in the year 2005, is the best in the series. As I mentioned, the game is a remake of the original Yakuza game, but with updated graphics and brings the bustling streets of Kamurocho to life. The visual overhaul makes the game feel more immersive and vibrant. The narrative follows Kazuma Kiryu, a former Yakuza who takes the fall for a crime he didn't even commit. The story is filled with twists, betrayals and emotional moments, making it a gripping crime drama. Yakuza Kiwami is packed with side quests and minigames that add to the overall experience, from karaoke and hostess clubs to street fights and bizarre encounters with characters like Goro Majima. There's always something interesting to do in this game. These elements all come together to make a game that's not only fun to play but deeply engaging and memorable. It was really close between 1 and 2, however Octopath 2 takes all the amazing features from the first and runs with it with lots of quality of life improvements. The sequel features more interconnected, engaging stories, the characters' paths cross more frequently, creating a more cohesive narrative experience. Octopath 2 also introduces several quality of life enhancements such as faster battle speeds, which makes the gameplay smoother and more enjoyable. The visuals have been upgraded, making the HD 2D art style even more stunning. The sequel adds new mechanics such as the latent power system, which provides more strategic depth to battles, and these additions make the combat more dynamic and engaging. The world in Octopath 2 feels more alive with more interactive elements and character banter that adds depth to the environment and story. In my opinion as well, the characters in the sequel are generally seen as more developed and relatable characters, and their stories can be more darker and more serious, which adds more emotional weight to the game. Now, if you've been on the fence about playing an Octopath game, I definitely recommend Octopath Traveler 2, and then if you enjoy it you can go back and play Octopath Traveler 1, and in my opinion both are masterpieces, but I think Octopath Traveler 2 is just slightly better. Earthbound is often celebrated as a classic for several reasons. The game takes place in a quirky modern day world rather than a typical fantasy setting. It follows Nez and his friends on a journey to save the world from an alien threat. Earthbound is known for its witty dialogue and humorous situations. The game doesn't take itself too seriously, which does add to its charm. Despite its humour, Earthbound tackles serious themes and emotional moments. The battle system, while simple, includes unique mechanics like a rolling HP meter, which adds a layer of strategy. The game also features unconventional elements such as psychic powers and unusual items. The soundtrack is electric and memorable. It enhances the game's atmosphere and is beloved by fans. Earthbound has a dedicated fan base and has influenced many other games with its unique style and storytelling approach. Overall, where Earthbound was so different for the time, it's hard not to consider it a masterpiece, as it's a real pioneer for quirky JRPGs. There are so many amazing JRPGs that can be considered a masterpiece. Have I missed any off? Let me know in the comment section below. If you've enjoyed the video and JRPG content, please consider subscribing to my channel for more content like this, and I do apologise if you heard my dog snoring in the background throughout this video. I didn't notice until I was editing the video, and it was one of those where I thought I've recorded a lot of tracks, so I didn't really want to go back and redo it because it would take ages. But until next time, I'll see you later.